Welcome to my platform. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. I just want to come with some words of encouragement this morning. And the word is be truthful to yourself. Be 100 to yourself. And I want to elaborate on being truthful to yourself. I had a discussion on yesterday, and the lady was 81 years old. So I was thinking that she was 80 years old, but she really inspired me because at 81, she works 2 jobs. And when I first met her, we really didn't connect like we connected yesterday. She was saying that she was 81 years old, always have worked 2 or 3 jobs all her life. When I was born, she was getting out of college and starting her nursing career. And to this day, she's still a nurse doing nursing. And not only nursing, but she has 2 or 3 more jobs that she does. And it inspired me to know that at 81, she is still working, getting around good. She doesn't look like she's 81 at all. And I asked her, I said, what is your secret? She said, hard work. Hard work. She said, I have worked hard all of my life. I have worked hard all of my life, never have been given anything. And I looked at her and I said, hard work. She said, yes, hard work. And I said, I have worked hard all of my life, but when I get 81 and I pray that I get there, I say, I hope I look as good as you look. And she looked up at me and she stopped doing what she was doing and she smiled and she said, you'll get there if you continue to do hard work. And I looked at her, I said, thank you so much, but I don't want to do the hard work. I want to do smart work. I want to work smart. But I took the knowledge that I received and I pondered over it, and she gave some good advice. She gave some good advice to me, and so I have worked hard all of my life as well. I have worked 2 and 3 jobs and side jobs and still doing it today. And I was considering, just slacking off and considering shutting down some things. But when I looked at her life and the things that she shared with me, I say, who am I? This lady is about 20, 21 or 22 years older than me. And I'm like, if she can do it, then I could be able to do it. I know I should be able to do it. And I asked her, and I said, do you eat healthy? Do you exercise? She said, no, I didn't have time to do any of that. She said, because I was working all the time. I was working 2 and 3 jobs all the time, taking care of my family. So I had to eat what I had to eat, grab this and grab that. She said, I didn't eat healthy. She said, but the secret was working, keeping herself busy, keeping herself active, and doing things. She said, no, I didn't have time to cook right or eat healthy, or I didn't have time to exercise or walk. She said, because being a nurse, I walked all the time. So that's how she got in her exercise. And so that really encouraged me that I don't have an excuse. I'm just saying me. I don't have an excuse because I was truly thinking about eliminating some jobs and positions and opportunities, I was considered eliminating, I can't talk this morning, eliminating a lot of things that I do. But now I am going to prioritize. Y'all know what I mean. I'm going to switch it and get it in order and switch some things around and just see how it works. And another thing that crosses my mind is, business opportunities. When I thought about her remarkable story, I thought about my life as a business person. And I looked at my schedule and I looked at my calendar and I began to switch things around, some things, and I began to push some things that I had been offsetting or not really paying attention to it. I moved that forward and began to start working on the things that I had on the back burner or I had pushed aside. So I was reading this article about the little tiny houses because I'm very interested in a tiny house and was really thinking about and considering about getting a tiny house. And I read this article, this college student that's in another town, she decided to save money, so she bought this tiny home for like $30,000, $29,000 or $30,000. She moved it on her parents' property because she couldn't afford an apartment or anything else because of the cost of living in the town that she was living in. It was just extremely expensive. And she thought maybe she could move it on there and save some money. And she had talked to her friends and some other people that was giving her advice. So one person gave her some advice. She said, you know what? Be discreet on what you're doing. Don't let no one know that you have a tiny home yet until you get everything in place and in order. So she put this tiny home in the bushes, on her parents' property. And of course, we always have some nosy neighbors that's gonna, be looking and lurking and getting all into your business. So we just have some of those people in this world, we can't get rid of them. It's just them, right? So the neighbor discovered the little tiny home and turned her into the city, and that's when all the things began to fall apart. And I was thinking about that. So reading the article, and if I do consider getting one, I said I better, look into this and see what I need to do because, I don't want to be evicted off of property, and I don't want to be evicted out of the city and have to relocate or just have to do something different. So I was reading the article and that taught me, just to look for whatever you do. If you're going to build something or if you plan on investing in something, always do your research. And I love to, get on the internet in the morning and just kind of read and research and learn different things. So that's part of my passion, as well as knowing a lot business aspects, because I run into so many business-minded people and business people that I interact with every day. So it reminds me when I went to this seminar training And the people there was intelligent, was bright, and I was the only African American person in the room. So, I stood out, and it was my job. I put that assignment on myself to do all the research that I can do and know that I fit right into that room. I knew that I fit right into the room because God had placed me in that room, but it was my time and my season to shine. So I wasn't the girl that sit back and didn't say anything. I wasn't the girl that was not knowledgeable on the subjects that was brought up. I was the girl that spoke out and was knowledgeable to the room, and they was amazed on how much that I knew about different subject, about different things, about different places, and they was like in awe because when God sits you in a position or a place, He's not just sitting you there to be quiet. He placed you there to make a difference. He placed you there to give others knowledge. He placed you there because that's where you belong. Sometimes we get it mixed up and think that we belong in the back or behind a person. But God is pulling women and men from all over the world. It's a diverse world, a diverse world that we live in. So we all got to connect and come together. But as we come together, we got to understand our assignment, that we have been placed somewhere for a purpose, a divine order, a divine connection. And if we don't know our stuff, whatever that stuff is that God had given you, whatever that assignment that God has given you, whatever that purpose that God has given you, know your place, know your assignment, do the work. I always say that, do the work, put the work in, and it will pay off. It will pay off. I'm in a beautiful place in my life. It always haven't been like this. But I praise and thank God that I'm in a beautiful place right now in my life and my assignment. I understand my assignment. And so now it's time for me to blossom in the position, in the place that God has me in now. So I just want to come on and just share some things about the 81-year-old young lady. She's a young lady. She's really have brought life into my life. She has brought knowledge to me. And you know what? I'm just going to sit there, and every chance I get, I'm going to sit there and just eat whatever she has for me. So I'm excited. This is a time to be excited no matter what position you're in, no matter what stage you're in your life. It's time to be excited because God have chosen you for such a time as this. So whatever condition or state of mind that you're in, you can always work it out because God always give us a way of escape. He always give us opportunities to further ourselves, to advance ourselves, to grow ourselves. And then He's right there with us. So whatever state you in, don't think it's so bad that you can't get your way out. You can't see your way out. I've been there. I've done that. But the main thing I could say is stay focused. Stay focused on your journey. Stay focused on your purpose. Stay focused on the things that God has given you to do. Stay focused. All right. God bless you all, and y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I am. Bye-bye.